to step on the ice for the first time for Team USA. He's been the top prospect in his age group for the last 4 years. Zerder Gossage chugs ahead for Harvard. Louis Zerder Gossage, Michael Floodstrand, the two senior captains for the Crimson this year. Zerder Gossage, the top returning scorer, 10 goals, 19 assists. Played on the first line last year. This year, he starts the season on the second line with a freshman and a sophomore with him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the mixes change. Obviously, just an exhibition game here tonight.
Big blast from a long way out for first year Jack Rathbone. Save Knight, rebound free. And now Spanch puck is gobbled up by Danny Waite, son of longtime NHLer Doug Waite, second line center for the US U18 team. He'll stay in Boston as well for college play. He's headed to Boston College next year. Puck ping-pongs around. Alex Velasic, one of the top defenseman prospects in this year's draft class. Good puck cycle from the U.S. team, but Henry Bulby stick checks it away, clears it as far as the blue line. It dribbles out past
Mass outside the zone.
That was the new Harvard first line of Bulby, Bedini, and Krusko. Pass all the way across, out in front of Waite. Long shift for Danny Waite, 17 years old from Lattingtown, New.
Offensively, got to sure things up inside your own zone too.
Michael Gildon leads to the offensive end. He's a Texas native. Again, the game has really grown in the U.S. John Marino digs it out, starts it forward for Louis Zerder Gossage, senior captain, paired with two freshmen on the second line, Casey Dornbach and Jack Drury, the first-year center and the first-year left wing. Drury working in the corner. Turns it over, spins out with speed. John Beecher carries and flutters a wrist shot well wide. He's headed to Michigan next year. Won't have to move all that far from.
It's a goalie either way.
He's projected to play at Boston College next year. That's where he's committed to play for Jerry York. Minute 5 seconds left on Harvard's first power play of this game after the tripping call against Cade Weber. Jack Rathbone starts forward. This is Harvard's second power play unit. Rathbone and Marino, the defensemen. Here's Jack Bedini, joined by Nathan Krusko and Colton Kerfoot to complete the five. Bedini loops it behind goal. Now Colton Kerfoot played 10 games as a first year. He'll be leaned on a lot more as a sophomore. Krusko in the corner. Shovels it along. Oh, big hit from Bedini, trying to keep the puck alive. Krusko's on it now, searching for Bedini. It goes into the corner, and it's skated down there by Lindmark.
Yeah, Harvard's got to continue to ratchet up that physical game. Clearly, they're the older team out there, a little bit more strength. They should be able to body their way around a little bit.
Lindmark cut off as he made his run toward goal. 20 seconds left on the Harvard power play. Colton Kerfoot, whose brother Alexander was a top player for Harvard, graduating a couple seasons ago. Oh. He's into the zone, a chance for a breakout pass a little too far out in front of Cole Caulfield. Should kill off the final few seconds of this power play. Drury on the puck. Rathbone starts it forward for Harvard. First-year defender. Right now looks to be the one who may crack along with the 5 veterans, the 6 defense. Bedini leading the charge. He's joined by first-year Baker Shore, along with junior Colton Kerfoot, and defenseman John Marino and first-year Jack Rathbone. Rathbone, a 4th-round pick by the Canucks in last year's draft. He played with Jack Donato and even with Ryan Donato at the Dexter School. Up top, Rathbone fakes the slap shot. 25 seconds left on Harvard's second power play today. Marino back for Rathbone. Down low and back to him. Shore connects with Rathbone. Marino low for Kerfoot. Up top, a bluff from Rathbone, creating an angle. Wrist shot blocked. Smothered by Hellison. 7 seconds left on Harvard's power play. With 3, Baker Shore. Good pass, across, shot blocked. Lunging in front, Cam York took away the shooting lane from Colt.
Winners. So clearly, a lot of talent coming through that Ann Arbor hub.
Developed 18 future Harvard Crimson as well, including Michael Floodstrand, Michael Lackey, and Adam Fox on the current Harvard squad. In the neutral zone, Velasic skates to it. Seen in mock drafts where he's projected as high as the number 7 pick in the 2019 NHL draft. Louis Zerder Gossage plunges ahead.
Perhaps to solving Knight.
Here's captain Louis Zerder Gossage, feeds the point. One-timer, Rathbone. Knight fights it off. Shot through is blocked off Dornbach's stick and into the corner. 13 saves now for Spencer Knight. Still 1-0 US U18s. Out of the defensive end, Danny Waite carries it forward. Second line center heading to Boston College next year. Waite spent some of his childhood in Edmonton, some on Long Island. His dad, Doug Waite, had a long career with the Edmonton Oilers, finished up with the New York Islanders. Michael Gildon, 17-year-old from Plano, Texas, drops it back. Now stepping forward, Drew Hellison. Vlasic gets in deep behind goal. Tries to center it. It bounces off toward Matthew Boldy from Millis, Massachusetts. One of 4 Massachusetts on the roster. He's committed to Boston College next year. Wrist shot through traffic, blocked. Harvard's defense stands tall with Rathbone. And then the Crimson's Dornbach chips it out. Second line forced to play a lot of defense on this shift for Harvard. Both sides change as Case McCarthy starts forward. Good stretch pass forward, deflected by Judd Caulfield in on Lackey, and he's forced to freeze it. Taken away, and Jack Hughes starts the other way. He charges forward into the corner, drops it back, great vision. One-time feed in front, denied. Lackey stuffs Zegras with the right pad. McCarthy lets it go. It's blocked. Skipping in the slot, and Harvard takes it away. Bedini swoops it up.
To his teammate to his left, and ultimately there's no shot on goal. Got to be a little bit more selfish.
Boldy the other way. Drops it back. Caulfield shot's blocked. Cole Caulfield, one of 2 Caulfields on this team. No relation for Cole and Judd. Cole is from Wisconsin. Judd from North Dakota. Boldy holding left side. He has scored 7 goals to lead this U.S. U18 team in the early portion of their season. Another A-rated prospect by the NHL scouting department. He's dispossessed from the puck behind his own goal. Little chip along forward from Jacob Olsen, gets it out through center. Flutters all the way back to Henry Thrun. Long pass forward, skitters away from Danny Waite. There's John Marino on it for the Crimson. 2-0 US U18 team. They've taken advantage of their 5 total shots. Dornbach is in. His pass blocked. Well defended. Cam York squirting out the other way with speed. Sean Farrell carries in to the slot. He rips and whistles it wide.
Yeah, the USA U18 team has been really good in the neutral zone here in the second, whether it's defensively with their gaps and closing very quickly on the forwards for Harvard, or in transition. The goal came from a play that developed inside the neutral zone. They've had a couple rushes, which has set up that end zone time.
Another Harvard turnover in the defensive end. Farrell spins it back through the neutral zone. Up high, Vlasic rips, sticked away. Lackey makes the save. Ricochets off the dashers in the corner. Puck still moving. Tried to squirt it all the way back towards Zegras. Instead, Harvard's Kerfoot able to poke it forward. US U18 team leads in Harvard's exhibition opener 2-0. A first period goal from Owen Lindbark. A second from Michael Gildon. Now another threat forward. Dashing ahead, Henry Thrun saw the puck roll off his stick. Harvard trying to work it the other way.
Yeah, good to see the Harvard commit trying to get the puck on net. And obviously a ton of talented defensemen for Harvard offensively, but with another one perhaps joining the Crimson next year.
Well, 2 senior defensemen for Harvard, so there will be a void to be filled next year. On top of that, you never know when Adam Fox decides to make that jump. He's a junior, but he might have the opportunity to go play in the NHL next year. John Marino in his own end, under some pressure from Cole Caulfield on the forecheck. US U18 team out shooting Harvard 7-4 in this second period, and the Crimson zone faceoff win, a big one for John Beecher, the 4th line center. Remember, this 4th line created the second goal for the US U18 team. Beecher in, looking for Gildon. It's taken away. Well defended by Rathbone, who's looked good in his first game for Harvard. 4th round draft pick Jack Rathbone, first year from West Roxbury, Massachusetts. First team All-USA hockey in the USHL. Rathbone holds this in at the blue line. Beecher takes it away. 3-on-3. Beecher leading the charge. Drops it to Gildon. Back for Beecher, cutting in. Loops behind goal. Feeds the doorstep. Score! The 4th line again.
That defensive zone.
He works well with Hellison. Vlasic has it back. He'll head to BU. Long stretch pass forward to Farrell. He's angled right, under pressure. Good Harvard check coming over, but a penalty coming. First call on the Crimson today. It's touched up. And a handed goal, a 5-1 lead for the US U18 team. Going to be plenty on film for Harvard to review here between now and the opener next week at Dartmouth. Tough game when you're thinking about questions you have to answer. One of them, the confidence in your starting goalie. In front, big save, Spencer Knight. Well, the US U18 team certainly confident in its goalie. It's been a tough day for Lackey. You can't really complain about any of the goals he's allowed. They've all been A-plus chances, but at the end of the day, 18 shots have led to 5 goals. He's made just 13 saves.
Yeah, it's going to give the coaching staff Maybe a little bit of pause, but he'll go back and review the tape and figure out that a lot of the goals were not his fault.
Kerfoot, good pass, Marino, and Kerfoot missed it on the doorstep. He got it back from Baker Shore. Everything but the finish for Harvard there. Still on the power play, Shore slides it in front, Bedini whacks at it, Hellison blocks it, and it skips into the corner. Here's Shore again, 5 seconds left in the period. With 3, now with 2, Marino's shot, diving block, and a second block. The defensive effort from the USU.
Pucks to the net like USA U18 did in that second period. There were a couple of pretty looking goals, but there were a couple of dirty goals as well. They're just throwing the puck to the net. One was a deflection on a skillful play. One got banked off of a defenseman. One went off the glass and then a rebound thrown in. This is how you're going to beat such a good goaltender in Knight, is just getting pucks to the net.
Oh, Hughes nearly walked his way through 3 Harvard defensemen. It was Rathbone who clipped him at the end to jar the puck free. Marino starts it forward. Good stretch pass ahead to Bedini. It's the top line out there for the Crimson, looking for their first real opportunity. There it is, and Marino is denied. Spencer Knight makes his 18th save.
That's exactly what Harvard needs to do. Keep getting pucks to the net.
Hughes throwing one forward. Marino is tied up deep, spinning off of Cole Caulfield. Krusko's pass forward leads to a dump in. Harvard up on the U18 team at the Worlds last year, made 6 assists over the 6 games, seeing Team USA claim a silver medal. Fell to Finland in the championship game. Louis Zerder-Gossage as far as center before it's spun back. John Marino will track it down. Junior from Northeastern Massachusetts, played a couple of years in Nebraska for the. As a sophomore, played in just 10 games in his first year, and the first of hopefully many goals if you're a Harvard fan for Baker Shore. Comes from a great hockey family. 3 brothers all played at the University of Denver, and his brother Nick now plays in the NHL. Donato coming back, puts one on. Knight fights it off for his 21st save. Little life for Harvard. Donato centers it. It's jabbed wide. Good effort by Gregoire. Long pass forward, gets to Zegras. He's in, spinning back on Marino. Zegras looking for a trailer. Gregoire on the back check clears it away. Now RJ Murphy chugs along. First year from Needham, Massachusetts. Played out in the British Columbia Hockey League for the West Kelowna Warriors last year. Dornbach in onside, gets to the circle. Whirls back. Funnels one into the corner. Nobody home other than Vlasic. Zegras trying to bring it out. Hughes. Harvard wins the draw. Rathbone on it. Hughes, though, swoops it up and turns it over promptly. A 2-on-1. Krusko charging on the outside. Nathan Krusko pulls the trigger and whistles it wide.
Hughes with the back check, though. Gotta love to see that.
Long pass forward. Zegras in, 2-on-1. Gornett fights it off. Good save on the Zegras wrister. Zegras, Boldy, Cole Caulfield, Jack Hughes, and a big shot from York, who's the 5th on the power play. Good save from Gornett.
Yeah, good patience from Zegras to get it there, too.
Hughes works it wide to Zegras. Now it's York again at the point. Hughes circling smoothly. Skip pass deflected off Bedini's stick. York back to Hughes, who's always moving on that wing. York fans on the shot, and Krusko ladles it out. 45 seconds exhibition today. They're not going to see a team with as much skill on every line as this US U18 team the rest of the season.
Right.
They might see some more physical teams, maybe some better teams top to bottom, but just on a pure talent level and a pure speed level, this might be the best team they face all year.
Which is crazy to think that and to say that. And the way that the history has gone between the US U18 team and all of their NCAA opponents in the past, very well might be the best national development team that we've seen.
Yeah, they were saying that before the year started, and they've done nothing to disprove that. Wins over Michigan, Notre Dame, and now likely Harvard, unless the Crimson can score 3 in the final 5. Puck rolls through center. Matthew Boldy gains the zone. Millis, Mass native, played for the Cape Cod Whalers before heading up to Ann Arbor, Michigan for this residential program.
Another real good idea that time by Bolby to